I'm Dave Abrams. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. And
Absolutely.
I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. In this episode, we'll talk about the Safe Stations program and preview Business Appreciation Week. But first, making headlines. A citizen commission charged with finding ways for the government to operate more efficiently has released its final report. The Commission on Government Innovation and Effectiveness called for improvements to services such as maintenance, procurement, animal control, and paratransit, just to name a few. And there's more.
There's more?
There's more. When you like something, you want more. Should the county own or lease buildings?
I don't know.
I know. Can we outsource custodial and landscaping services?
Maybe.
Maybe. Should the county keep its equestrian centers?
I like horses.
Me too.
I don't know.
Me too. And if you want to find the answers the commission had to all of these questions, it's easy. Just go to the spotlight on our homepage, aacounty.org, and click on the commission report. Now, what changes would you make if you ruled the world, Dave? More equestrian centers.
How much time do we have?
You like horses.
Well, I mean, I don't really
We have 30
ride
minutes.
horses, so I don't know if this, my decision. Look, here's the one I'm going to sound off on.
Okay, here we go.
It talks, and I know you're going to get riled up when I tell you what this is.
I cannot get riled up anymore.
There's a recommendation in there about basically how to deal with county employees having cell phones. And it basically, I think the way it works is they give you like an allowance instead of giving you the phone itself. I don't want to do that. I mean, maybe it's different for me than, like, there's a lot of county employees out there who really don't need to have a cell phone.
Right.
But, like, it's my whole job. And to me, like, having to, like, pay get a subsidy and then process that and pay my bill and do all that, like, it would make my life more complicated, and I just don't want to do that.
I think it should be flexible, that people can choose which that they would want. I feel like, for me, that would probably be a better method for me, because
Right.
I can't stand having two charge, carrying two around with me. I get a lot more.
So you would rather have
I would rather have the allowance.
Okay,
So
okay.
that would work better for me.
See, we got a good debate going here.
Yeah, so why not to everyone each their own, and whatever
That's
works
a good
best
idea.
for you.
Maybe they can do like a hybrid.
That's
that it's like but I think the whole
I
idea
know.
is that they're giving out too many cell phones, and some employees don't need cell phones. Is that employee going to say, I don't need a cell phone, I would rather be subsidized for my phone? They're probably not. You know what I'm saying? But this is why you must read the report and weigh in on
We
what
should
you
be able to
want
weigh
to
in.
do.
Yeah, I know for me personally, I will definitely get the message if I'm looking at my own cell phone.
I got to carry two cell phones either way, so whatever. I'll just do whatever I'm told.
Definitely.
Well, we're going to talk later in the show about Business Appreciation Week coming up, as Kristin mentioned. But how about the county's efforts to grow new businesses in areas that need revitalization?
Oh, yes.
Well, a loan program through the county's Economic Development Corporation offers loans of up to $100,000 at, get ready for it, 0% interest. That's right. It's to spur new businesses, Kristin. Over the last 3 years, a dozen businesses have received about $456,000 in loans to get started along the West Street corridor in Annapolis and a designated enterprise zone in Brooklyn Park. New businesses have also received $125,000 in tax credits through our Community Revitalization Tax Credit Program. There you go. If you're trying to re-energize your neighborhood in Brooklyn Park, Glen Burnie, Pasadena, Odenton, Annapolis, or wherever, call AAEDC today. You can reach them at 410-222-7410, or, of course, on the web at aaedc.org. I wonder if one of those breweries maybe used one of those programs.
I was thinking about that, and I think we should take it to the street and find out.
We need to do an exclusive, in-depth
Field
investigation.
segment. Yes, I agree with you.
Let's do that.
Thorough research, too.
Very thorough.
Very. In 3 weeks, the county will turn a historic tragedy into an opportunity to make things better. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated on April 4th, 1968 at a hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. Now imagine how different the world would be today if King was still with us. The county will hold a special commemoration event on Wednesday, April 4th, with a nice surprise announcement as well. The event starts at noon at Whitmore Park in Annapolis. Following a moment of silence, we'll have remarks by County Executive Steve Shue, Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley, and several others. Now, I can't ruin the surprise, Dave.
Oh, come on, you can
Can't.
tell us.
But word
Nobody's
on the street,
listening.
Whitmore Park will be getting a makeover.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's all we have to say about that.
I love a good makeover.
Imagine that Martin Luther King were still alive today.
Yeah.
Don't you think that would change a lot of stuff? I mean, we don't know. Maybe he would have completely changed his mind.
I think he would have a lot to say.
He would have joined a punk metal band. I don't know.
Punk metal band?
I mean, you don't know.
Specific.
People change sometimes. But I think, it sure would be nice to have him around.
I think we could use his words of wisdom.
Somebody
still.
with some...
Not just the past ones, but new ones as well. So.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great event, so I hope people will come out. It should be a very nice event.
And it falls on a great day.
Why is that?
It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday,
Mama
Sherry.
Lagana, happy
April 4th.
birthday.
Although this is a sad event that
It is a solemn occasion, but we will also
celebrate that
we will
day.
carve out time to celebrate Mama Lagana's birthday.
For
sure.
Dr. King and for also Sherry Lagana.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we will talk to Fire Chief Allan Graves about safe stations. Take a look at our community calendar for events happening around town, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in! Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio once again is Fire Chief Allan Graves. Chief Graves, how's it going?
Good.
It's nice to have you back.
Thank you.
And we're talking safe stations today.
Yes.
We are closing in a 1-year anniversary of safe stations. For folks out there who don't know, can you explain what safe stations are?
Okay. Safe Stations is a program in which anybody seeking assistance with an opioid addiction, that they can go to any police station, fire station in Anne Arundel County or Annapolis City and ask for help. That's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter. When you feel you need help, you just report to the station, and then what we do is we'll check you and make sure that you don't have any current medical issues that need to be addressed. If not, we notify crisis response. They'll come to the station and start you on your process to get you help.
It really is a great program. Where did the idea come from?
Well, it actually came from Manchester, New Hampshire. One of those things, I'm just perusing through a fire journal, and I see an article about a program called Safe Stations in New Hampshire. Their program was a little bit different than ours. I didn't think we could do it exactly the way they did it, but it was during a time we had a task force formed, and we were looking at different solutions, how we could address this problem. So I thought if we could bring different groups together, we could find a solution. So between the fire department, the police department, state's attorneys, health department, we all kind of got together and said, what can we contribute to the program, and kind of developed from there.
And I think that's been a running theme with every time that we've been talking about substance abuse on the show, is it really does take that village. It takes the teamwork between all of the different units, all the different, whether it's a parent, whether it's a teacher, everyone coming together for solution.
Yes.
So,
absolutely.
Excellent.
Okay, so here's the big question. We're 1 year in. Is this thing working?
I believe it is. We've had really good success about people coming in. They are comfortable coming to fire stations. Most people have been to a fire station for whether it's our open houses or to go to a wedding or some community event. So they're comfortable coming there. And the statistics are kind of proving that out. we have about a 60% success rate. So people are coming to the stations, entering the program, doing their different things. You know, it just depends on where they are and what works for them. Some people might need in-hospital care. Others might need just kind of an outpatient program. But crisis response really good about getting them what they need. And you know, we're getting 60% of the people around that number who are completing the program and moving ahead for a healthier lifestyle.
And how many people have checked into Safe Stations, or I should say how many in 2017, where I think you were 6 months in 2017?
Yeah, well, a little bit more than that. We started
this time last year.
Yes,
yeah.
we started in April. So, so for that period of time in 2017, we had a little over 460 people that came to Safe Stations.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we started out thinking that maybe it would be about 5 people per week, but that certainly that's grown. And you know, some days we can get 5 or 8 people in a day that come to a fire station asking for help.
If I go to a safe station, could I be arrested for possession?
Mm-hmm. No, that's part of that collaboration that we did in the beginning. One of the things that both the health department and crisis response said, some of the hindrances for people seeking treatment is that they have some legal issue that might prevent them from getting into a program. So both the idea, if you come to the station, you happen to have paraphernalia or something with you, we will contact the police, but the police will come and they'll just take those for safe disposal. You won't be held, you won't be charged with it or anything like that. But it's for us to make sure that it gets someplace safe, but it also, we're not going to create a kind of a speed bump in your progress to getting help.
Very good. Well, Safe Stations, it's working.
Yes.
Great idea. Thank you for implementing it here. Thank you for everyone.
It's really a lifeline for people.
Yeah, it really is. It's very important. And thank you for the continued service to our county as fire chief.
Oh, thank
aside
you.
from Safe Stations too. And please come back on the show anytime. It's
I'd be
always
glad.
great to have you. So
Yes, I'd be glad to.
we would love to have you.
Thank
Well,
you.
we'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary. But I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. Kids with learning and attention issues are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand. Learn more at understood.org.
Welcome back. Business Appreciation Week is coming up with all kinds of cool events to highlight the businesses in Anne Arundel County. Allison Akers has more. Allison?
Thanks, Kristin. I'm Allison Akers here from Anne Arundel Economic Development.
And I'm Rosa Cruz, Vice President of Communications for Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation.
So Rosa is here to talk about Business Appreciation Week coming up in April to celebrate the businesses around the county. Rosa, what can businesses expect for Business Appreciation Week?
Well, Business Appreciation Week, you would be interested to know that there are more than 56,000 businesses in Anne Arundel County. And although Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation engages a number of businesses to help them out with either financing or workforce training or permitting and zoning issues, we really wanted to dedicate a special week just to honor our businesses and to say thank you for investing in our county economy and in Maryland's economy and providing jobs. So we decided that every year we would take a week to do this and visit as many businesses as we can. And this year, Business Appreciation Week here in Anne Arundel County is April 23rd to the 27th.
So what can businesses expect when the ambassadors are out on a visit?
Okay, so we divided the county into 6 areas. So we have ambassador groups, which are basically 3 people on an ambassador team for each part of the county, and they are going to try to hit about 60 businesses total all over the county, and it's a really quick visit. So a business can expect a quick visit of about 30 to 45 minutes. And really the purpose, there's sort of 3 goals to this. The ambassador team is going to want to learn to know more about your business. They're going to want to know who your managers are, your leadership team, how you got started in your business, sort of what the challenges are, but also what are your successes. We also want to know how the county can help you. Are you having zoning issues? Are you having, are you concerned concerned about, public safety. We want to talk to you about sort of your concerns and how the county can help your business in any way. And really the third is to present a business with a thank you citation as to honor them for investing in our economy. So really just 3 goals for our ambassador team on a business visit.
And who makes up the ambassadors?
So Arundel Economic Development staff, as well as staff from other county agencies, and our partners like chambers of commerce and different industry associations, some real estate brokers in the area. Really a lot of our business and development partners make up the ambassador groups, and we've got probably 36 volunteers signed up to be ambassadors. So we're very excited about that. And we have the county executive going on a few visits too. So who knows, you could be a business that will have the county executive as part of your ambassador team.
That's great. So if I'm an interested business, how do I sign up to be a part of this?
Just go to our website, AAEDC.org/events. And you will find more information about Anne Arundel Business Appreciation Week 2018 and instructions on how to sign up if you're a business that would like a business visit.
Well, we're really excited for the upcoming Business Appreciation Week. We hope that you will sign up for it. And back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Allison. And again, if you want more details on the festivities, go to aaedc.org/events. Make sure you mark your calendar for the Business Opportunity and Resource Forum on April 24th. Lots of great business stuff on the show
Yeah,
today.
Rosa and Allison, good job. Thank you for coming on the show.
Do you think that you could start a brewery?
I wouldn't mind it.
I know, we keep going back to the breweries. It's just so exciting.
I do watch Shark Tank a lot,
Yeah.
so I am so jealous of those people, and I want to come up with
how
like, some
innovative they are.
brilliant
I think of everything.
I know.
And I was reading about the woman who invented Spanx. I'm sure you're familiar with what Spanx
She was
are.
on Shark Tank. She was one of the judges on Shark
Everyone
Tank.
kept telling her no, and she persisted. And look at her now.
I see what you did there. She persisted.
She persisted.
So speaking of which, we didn't talk today in the news because it's kind of breaking and we weren't there, but today we had students all around the country get up and leave the classroom to protest.
Wednesday.
School Wednesday.
It was Wednesday,
That's
yeah.
right. To protest the violence in schools and the shootings that have gone on for years now. What did you think? Here's my 2 cents on it. I think it was a good opportunity for students to be politically active. I think we've kind of lost that in this country, like the real what our country is about in terms of protest and really doing it because you feel it from the heart. And I think that's gone away a lot, and it's all rhetoric and political parties and stuff. It's not so much about the issues themselves, in my opinion. The thing is, though, I think there were probably a lot of kids who just didn't want to go to school and wanted an excuse to get out of school. And I read a lot of really interesting things online that I thought were really great advice. Like, for example, you know what? We understand that you want to be politically active. Just like any other issue, get involved on the grassroots level. Go to that kid in the cafeteria who gets picked on and no one talks to them and people ostracize them, and be that kid's friend.
Right.
You can do a lot to prevent things like that happen just by doing something like that.
Yeah.
Be a leader in your school and say, you know what, we're not going to put up with bullying anymore. Do things in your local community. You had some good ideas as well. Tell us.
Yeah,
your thoughts.
I'll start out by saying I am ecstatic that students feel that they can make a difference, that they feel empowered by what's going on, and that they want to make their voices heard. That's a lot better than just sitting back and saying, I don't have an opinion about this, and it doesn't bother me.
I don't care, I'm going to go play Xbox.
Video game. Yeah. Instead of that preconceived notion that a lot of adults might have about children, and I'm not saying all adults.
Millennials.
About millennials being lazy. It's great to see these kids shake things up a bit and actually put a little fear into elected officials' minds that, hey, they're going to be our next generation. They can vote you out.
Yep.
And yes, I agree with you. I don't think that all students can be classified in that area of I'm just going to cut school and I'm not doing this to do anything but get out of class. I do firmly believe that some students walked out on Wednesday with the purpose of wanting to make their voices heard and wanting to see
Of course.
change in Congress.
Of course.
I do believe that. I always feel like we can take an opportunity to create and to emote rather than just simply marching, which also speaks high volumes. I have participated in the women's marches in the past. I do think they're effective. But it's really cold out. I understand some of the adults' concerns about safety as far as kids leaving school campus, not just walking outside of your school, but leaving school campus. I would have liked to have seen a little more activism going down in school auditoriums and mixed shared art spaces where there was invitation for spoken word, to sing, to have the dance company perform a piece. Whatever it is that you're feeling inside and is just right there and getting you choked up, being able to emote that, get it out in a very constructive and positive way. And I agree with what you're saying. There was a lot of encouraging of walk up instead of walk out. Walk up to that student that is being ignored. Walk up to that student that's being teased instead of just the walk out. I do hope that there was a lot of that going on Wednesday as well.
And by the way, I also want to say that the couple of students from Parkland in Florida who are leading this effort, they have been extremely impressive. I mean,
absolutely.
Very poised, very well spoken, not even really engaging on the far left and right debate going on, just saying, look, kids are getting killed, let's stop this.
Right.
I don't really care what you do, just stop. You know what I mean?
Change is necessary.
So we don't mean to. We think it's great that people are exercising their rights. It's just, it's easy to walk out of school. You don't want to be there anyway half the time.
Just please, if you're doing it, if you chose to do it, if they're going to do it in the future, and if you're watching and you are a student, do it in a way that's positive and speaks well on your behalf. Don't
and follow up. Do something tomorrow. Do something next week.
And run around town. And it's not a senior skip day. It's supposed to make a statement.
Take it from us. We're experts.
Do
on
something
these
positive.
Things. We do everything right.
Walk up if you are or aren't going to walk out. Walk up.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.